I realized something was horribly wrong when I looked at the baby monitor and saw my toddler sitting up in his crib, talking to someone I couldn't see. It was 2 a.m., the kind of quiet that feels heavy. I was exhausted, scrolling through my phone in the kitchen, when the monitor crackled to life. My 2-year-old, Leo, was pointing at the corner of his room, his little hand gesturing as if he were showing a toy to a friend. He was giggling a soft, melodic sound that should have been sweet but instead made the hair on my arm stand up. I turned the volume up. "Who are you talking to, buddy?" I whispered toward the monitor, hoping he'd just settle back down. Leo didn't look at the camera. He just kept patting the air next to him. Then, he said it clearly. "The tall man wants the leg off, mommy." My heart hammered against my ribs. We lived alone in a house at the end of a dead-end street. I grabbed a kitchen knife, my hands trembling, and sprinted toward the stairs. Every creak of the floorboard sounded like a gunshot in the silence. I reached the landing and peered into his room. The door was cracked open. The room was empty, save for Leo, who was now lying back down, fast asleep. I let out a shaky breath, feeling foolish. I walked over to the crib to tuck him in, but as I leaned over, I felt a sharp draft. The window was locked tight, but the curtains were swaying. I turned to leave, but then I noticed a single, muddy footprint on the rug by the door. It wasn't mine. It was massive, far too large to belong to anyone I knew. I backed out of the room, my skin crawling, and retreated to my own bedroom. I locked the door and sat on the bed, staring at the baby monitor screen. That's when the terror truly set in. The camera view shifted. It hadn't been moved by a person. The camera head had panned completely to the left, focusing on my hallway. I watched my own bedroom door appear on the screen. My stomach dropped. I watched, paralyzed, as my own bedroom door handle began to turn slowly, silently. I grabbed my phone to call the police, but the screen flashed a notification. New login detected. Living room camera. I clicked it, desperate for any answer. The live feed loaded. In the middle of my living room, standing perfectly still, was a man wearing my clothes, holding my car keys. He looked up at the camera, his face pale and gaunt. He didn't look like a stranger. He looked exactly like my husband, who was supposed to be working a night shift 3 states away. He smiled, waved at the lens, and whispered into his own phone, "Don't worry, honey, I'm already inside."